back to Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law Hour. I'm Barbara McGinnis, and in today's episode, we're back talking about care issues, care for chronically ill, disabled, or elderly people. Specifically, we want to talk about how do we provide resources if you're the caregiver providing care with your own hands, or if you're just coordinating care.
And I'm Tim Takacs, and in this segment we're discussing placement for your loved ones when living at home is no longer possible or safe. And joining us is a very tenured senior living advisor and healthcare account executive with A Place for Mom, Glenda Jordan. Welcome, Glenda.
Thank you.
So what is A Place for Mom?
A Place for Mom is a national company. We're a free senior living referral service. We were founded 18 years ago because families struggle with the maze of senior housing options, and we bring real live advisors to walk alongside them and help them. Our name says A Place for Mom, but we help dads too, and aunts and uncles, and all, just anybody who comes to us kind of 55 and up. We've even had cases where we've had an elderly parent who's a caregiver for an adult child and placed both of them at the same time. So there's no limit to who we can help.
Gotcha.
So how does it work, start to finish?
Okay. One of the things we've learned in our many years of doing this and speaking with tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands by now in these 18 years, is families need somebody to walk alongside them, to hold their hand, and help them kind of figure out what they need. And so when they're beginning the process, they don't always know what they need. They may think all they know is nursing home.
Right.
So we handhold, we talk to them about, you know, what the care needs are, what the budget is, what the location preference is. And our knowledgeable advisors kind of then put together a plan of communities that they refer them to that fit the care needs, the budget, the location. The advisors have an insider knowledge of the communities. There are so many senior living communities out there.
Right.
And each of them have different demographics, different costs, different pluses and minuses and things, and it's that insider knowledge and kind of ability to kind of decipher what level of care this family needs and what's affordable, and then they narrow that down.
So you're looking for the right fit for this person and with the provider.
Absolutely.
That's kind of that.
Yes.
I guess that would be a successful. I guess referral.
But we're unbiased, so we don't give them just one.
Yeah.
We want to give them ones that fit, but we narrow down, and we'll talk about that in more detail later.
Which type of care providers does A Place to Mom refer to?
Well, assisted living, but also independent living.
Okay.
And independent living that are just without services, simple independent living, kind of 55 and up, but maybe no meals or things. But then independent living that have meals, housekeeping, transportation, and all. And then the assisted, and then memory care communities that have specialized in dementia and Alzheimer's and all, but also licensed small group homes. Those are very hard to find, and there's thousands and thousands of them across the country. More out west than here in Tennessee, but still we have a number of them. And then we also do help find the private duty companies, so we work with private duty companies and can help if they want to be at home still for a while.
Right.
So.
Well, because sometimes there's not availability always, right? And so you're probably having to bring in care in the home to bridge a gap until there's availability.
Yes. And one of the special things is the advisors really know truly at a moment's notice availability, reputation, cost. And so if it's an immediate placement need, then we know immediately where we can send them. If somebody's looking ahead, then that gives a little more time.
Because, you know, frequently I run across families who do not seem to understand the difference between the levels of care, and so you would help them make sure that they're going to the right level of care.
One of our specialties is that knowledge. Our advisors, over 55% of them have been caregivers themselves and or worked in an environment with caregiving. A lot of them have worked at senior communities. We have like huge percentages of our advisors have walked this walk themselves, and they know what's going on, but then they take that knowledge of the levels of care and help the families kind of decipher. When they call, they may say, I need a nursing home, and they're not at all appropriate care-wise for a nursing home, and we help them understand the other levels they could be in that would save them money and get them in a less restrictive and more enjoyable environment.
So relying on a Google search is really not a way to go here, is it?
No, we are so much more than a Google search. It is amazing the things we bring to a family. They have a real life advisor that's their advisor through the whole process, never leaves them, and then many times they come back to us for a different family member, so we establish a relationship with them. We give them a caregiver's toolkit that has, you know, what do I know when I'm going to these communities? How do I know what to look for and what to ask? So they get like a toolkit of questions to ask, things to look for. They get educational articles from us, everything from how do I take the keys away to how do I deal with mom's sundowning, you know, that when the Alzheimer's patient just gets worse. So just incredible educational articles. Each family has a personalized My Search page, so if they have access to the internet, they have a page that they can open up, and it gives them pictures, it gives them reviews of the communities from families who've lived there or been there. It's just amazing, all the things we bring to a family, as well as setting up tours for them and the appointments. So we're so much more than a Google search. And the thing is, when they talk to us, they're like, I can't believe how much I learned from you in just this first conversation. And we love our jobs. We get called angels. They say, I never could have found this without you. I don't know how.
So how do you go about monitoring the communities to make sure that there's, you know?
Yes, we only work with licensed communities. We make sure that they're in good standing with the state. We are in the U.S. and Canada, so with the state or province where they are.
So there's more than one A Place for Mom rather than just Middle Tennessee, is what you're saying?
Yes, national company. We have over 400 local advisors. Heavy in the metropolitan areas, but we do cover the whole U.S., so even if somebody needed something in a city where we don't have a local advisor, the advisors are knowledgeable about the communities everywhere. So they may not have seen that community personally, but many of them are parts of bigger organizations, and so we can know what they're like based on what the sister building's like, but also we have detailed profiles on all the communities of details of pricing, the amenities, things like that.
Survey results, licensing results.
Yes, we stay on top of that. Twice a year we kind of do a update on that. So we're very and then the local advisors also kind of know day to day what's going on with the communities.
Turnover in administration.
Yes, and that's that insider local knowledge we bring.
Well, it sounds like this must be very expensive to hire your company.
It's not. It's so great because we're free. Our help to the families is free. It's a wonderful thing.
So how do you get paid? So I mean, nothing is free.
Absolutely,
Glenda.
You're right. We are paid by the partner communities we work with across the nation. Over 20,000 communities who want to partner with us, and so. No matter what we do with the families, they're never charged for our help. By contract, by law, they can't be charged for our help. We only get paid if we move them into a partner community. But they can't be charged anything. And so it is a wonderful thing that we can be free to those families, so knowledgeable, unbiased, and yet have that ability to still be paid in some way.
Gotcha.
So if you're contacted,
and we're going to put your contact information up now.
And there's no obligation then. They can still call you and get information, and you're just providing information. Right.
Right.
Okay, great. A Place for Mom, 615-295-6510 gets a local advisor.
That gets me, and I'm the one who's been with them over 13 years, and I can get them help anywhere in the country because I do have contacts all over the country.
Right.
Great.
Because I've been with them so long.
Well, that's wonderful. Thanks, Glenda, for all this information. And I guess we could go visit you on your website too and get some of those toolkit types information.
Yes.
We'll be back after this break, and we'll talk about how to help your loved one move.
Stay with us.